Right, we on? Yes, I think we're on. I believe we're on. Hello, Matthew Hawkins here with a live stream. Do my predictions for AEW All Out 2023. And as a wise man once said, well, Pepper Brooks from the film Dodgeball, it's a bold strategy, Con. Let's see if it pays off for him. And yes, the same could definitely be said for AEW running 2 pay-per-views in back-to-back weeks. So yeah, I know what most of you may be thinking. Didn't they have a big pay-per-view last week? Yes, all in. I was there. In fact, at this point last week, I was probably just on my way back to my hotel room in London after attending All In, which was an absolutely brilliant show. I really was excited to be there. Yeah, I watched most of it really on the screen, but the atmosphere was absolutely amazing. And I was just like, don't be upset, it's over. Apparently, to quote Dr. Zeus, don't cry, don't be sad it's over, smile because it happened. And yes, that's exactly how I felt attending All in London this past Sunday. But we're not here to talk about All In. We're here to talk about All Out. Yes, the pay-per-view, the traditional Labor Day weekend pay-per-view, once again is emanating from Chicago, Illinois, where it all began all them years ago on Labor Day weekend with the first All In, which led to the creation of AEW. And before we get into my predictions, I probably will want to address the elephant in the room, as obviously there was some big news in regards to a certain member of the AEW roster in the past day. And yes, CM Punk, otherwise, has been fired, has been terminated from AEW, effective immediately after another incident, another backstage incident, this time involving Jack Perry. And right, well, this is really a tough one. I mean, I want to get this out of the way. It is a slam dunk choice for AEW. Unfortunately, this decision that has to be made. The fact we've had 2 high-profile incidents in the space of a year, and it says something about Punk. And obviously, he has burnt a few bridges in the locker room. And really, yeah, I'm sure that I do not envy Tony Khan for making that decision. I really don't envy Tony Khan at all. I think he's made the right choice because, well, we don't want another incident like that. Not in this day and age. Yeah, stuff's bound to happen, but we've had 2 main incidents in the space of a year. It's not on. It has to be done. Some people aren't going to like it, but I think it's a shame it's ended like that. It really is such a shame because obviously CM Punk has helped legitimize AEW, but it has to be said, it has to be done because we can't keep having instances like this now, can we? Right, now that's out of the way, let's get to my predictions, shall we? But before we do, actually, why am I doing it live? I'm not doing a big fancy edited video. Well, real life has just been getting in the way. I've been a very busy man as of late, working at my job. And I'm also going away on Wednesday as well. So basically, we don't want to rush about and be like Home Alone now, do we? That's the thing. But anyway, right, I've got that out of the way. Now here's my predictions. Oh, wait, there's another thing. No, I'm just kidding. Right, so we'll start with 0 Hour. How about the trios match we start with as the Fallen Goddess Athena, formerly known as Ember Moon in WWE. Mercedes Martinez and Diamante will face Hikaru Shida, Willow Nightingale, and Sky Blue. And this is going to be a toss-up, but I'm going to go with Shida, Nightingale, and Sky Blue because I believe Sky Blue's from Chicago. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, whether you're watching it live in the chat or if you're watching this later. Either way, feel free to correct me if I remember from Collision last night. I'm not going to do the over-budget charity battle royal. I'll skip that match on 0 Hour because I don't know exactly who's in that match. But yeah, so that's why I've gone straight to the trios match. And then we've got the World Trios Championship match as the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass defend their newly won titles as they won last week in London. The AEW World Trios Championship against Jeff Jarrett, Satnam Singh, and Jay Lethal. I'm going to make it pretty clear. Sesame, Daddy Ass. I'm going with the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass on this one. I believe that's all. According to the AEW website, that's all the matches on 0 Hour. Obviously, I'm omitting the over budget charity battle royal, because I don't really know who's in it. So I'm just, and to be honest, due to time constraints, I'm not going to go check who's in it, unfortunately. So let's get to the main card. As Better Than You, baby, defend their newly won RH Tag Team Championships. I was quite surprised that they was going to win that against, as it was announced on Rampage on Friday night, John Silver and Alex Reynolds. I'm still going to go with Better Than You, baby, on this one. I'm just going to make it a toss-up. Better Than You, baby. Right, what match next? Now, Ricky Starks wanted Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He got Bryan Danielson in a strap match. And because of that, I'm going to go with the American Dragon on this one to beat Ricky Starks. I'm going to go with Bryan Danielson over Ricky Starks on this one. Right. How about what next? What match next? How about for the Ring of Honor World TV Championship? Samoa Joe defends against Shane Taylor. I'm going to go with Samoa Joe on this one. Plain and simple, I'm going to go with Samoa Joe. All right. What match next? How about the 8-man tag for the as FTR and the Young Bucks, who had that really epic match last week in London and are teaming up, and they're facing Bullet Club Gold. I'm going with FTR and the Bucks. Though I think if there's one I think I might be wrong at, it's probably going to be that one. Right, moving on. How about Eddie Kingston, Hatsuyori Shibata will face Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. And I'm going to go with the Blackpool Combat Club's Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta, I think, on this one. A lot of these are going to be toss-up and random picking and choosing, but yeah, I'm going to go with Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. Right, next match. Apparently, match Tony Khan's been wanting to do since January 2020. Freshly squeezed Orange, the AEW International Championship is on the line as freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy faces off against Jon Moxley. I feel like I might be wrong. This match is really going to be very interesting. I'll see how these two do. How they work together. I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy though. I might be wrong though, so I feel like it could be that match that I could also be very wrong. I mean, obviously, like I said in my predictions last week, could be on any of them. But here we are. Right. What match next? How about the match that was signed during All In 0 Hour? Powerhouse Hobbs and Miro. And I'm going to go with Miro just on the basis of what Powerhouse Hobbs called us, the British fans in London. Go look it up on YouTube if you don't know what I mean. So I'll just leave it. Let you go look it up. I ain't going to spoil it. How about next match? How about Kenny Omega facing off against Konosuke Takeshita? And I've got to go with Kenny on this one. I'm plain simple. I'm just going to go with Kenny to. I think it kind of makes a bit more sense, I feel, for Kenny to have one over against Don Callis on this one. Well, the matches have I not done. How about for the TBS Championship as Chris Statlander will defend her newly won title against Ruby Soho over the Outcasts. And I don't think Statlander's going to have the reign that Jade Cargill had, but I'm just going to still go for it over Ruby Soho on this one. So I'm going to go with Statlander over Soho. I believe that leaves only one more match. No AEW World title on the line, but the TNT title's on the line as Luchasaurus defends against Darby Allin. I really feel I could be wrong here, but I am going to go with Darby Allin. Actually, no, final answer, Luchasaurus. Final answer, Luchasaurus. I want to go with Darby Allin, but I'm not feeling safe going with Darby Allin, if I'm being honest. Not going to lie. So, but I feel better, yeah, going with Luchasaurus. I'll go with Luchasaurus. And I believe that is my predictions for AEW's All Out 2023. Let me know your predictions for the event, or let me know on what you think of mine down in the comment section if you're watching on demand. I don't see anyone watching live. It's all right. If you're watching live on demand, I'm not bothered. You're watching it. That's what matters. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. If you are brand new to this channel, you like what you see here, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you know whenever I post next or live stream next. Be sure to tell your friends how much of a great YouTuber I am, and to follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Hawkins_MattUS, on Instagram at BigMattHawk18. And I'm going to end the live stream here with one last message. Remember, if you need some cheer, have no fear. Big Matt Hawk is here. I'll just leave it at that. See you, everyone. Enjoy All Out.